Hello guys, it's Becca, and I'm here with pretty little Mary Ella. Her's all dressed and pretty, which I think I'm fixing to take this hat off of her because it's so hot. I just put it on her this morning when I changed her to, because it goes with her outfit. But now, I did that video with her. And there she is, Mama's baby, Mama's baby. I love this little girl. I love this little girl. What? Macy's barking. What? What you want me to do? Huh? What you want me to do? You want to get on your bed? No, you don't? You want me to play with you, aren't you? Yeah, well, I can't right now. I'm doing a video. All right, you might be wondering what I'm doing today on a face-on video when it's not Saturday. Well, I'm tired. One reason why I'm doing the face-on instead of standing up changing a baby, I'm tired. I'm tired. But I got both my new girls dressed. I did videos with them. So I wasn't going to change them anymore until tonight. When I get Miss Mary ready for bed. Yeah. And I'll probably get Nevaeh ready for bed. They're probably going to be pretty much my babies until Monday. And then, if I can make myself change and go to another baby Monday, I will. If not, we'll just keep on with these for a little while. But I've been wanting this one so long. And I've been wanting Nevaeh for so long. She's been on back order. And it said that she wasn't coming into September. I was surprised when they notified me and told me she was on her way. Because on the website it said that she wouldn't be available until September. So I really was planning on having this one paid off before Nevaeh shipped. Because see, they don't charge you until the ships. And I totally was planning on having Mary paid completely off. I do have the income coming in to pay her off. What I mean by that is I sold one doll, right out. She was paid off right off. And then there's one that's on a payment plan. So I'm still receiving payments for that one. And that money goes toward Mary. And then I still have Stephen and Joseph for sale if anybody's interested in those sculpts. They are authentic reborns. If you're interested in those, just email me and I'll give you all the info. And then I have an Amazon baby. If you remember Lacey, I have her for sale. If anybody is interested in an Amazon baby, she's going for $60 shipped. So if you have any, question on any of these 3 dolls, I really need to sell them. If anyone would be interested in them, just email me. My email address is in the description of every video. Just email me and we will see what we can come up with. If you need to do a payment plan, if you're someone I know, of course, you have to be in the U.S. and you have to have PayPal to do it. But we'll work something out if any of you are interested in any of these 3 dolls I've mentioned. But what this video is about, you noticed probably in the title, I'm here to participate in the collab. I'm not part of the main collab. It's three ladies that's gotten together, and they've created a collab or a tag or whatever you want to call it. They're collaborating together with a tag, and they're inviting everybody to join in. Um, you just, all you have to do is put the hashtag, um, tell us more doll. I will have, that's in the title. And then you tag them, the three ladies, and I will have all three of those ladies' channels in the description. It's Lisa's Littles, Once Upon a Nursery, and Binkies and Blankets. Binkies and Blanky Nerd. I don't remember. Her link is in the... I'm looking at it, but it's not giving me the full description. What I can see is Binkies and Blanky, and I don't know what the rest of it is. I'm just seeing a portion of her channel name. So, but all three ladies will be listed in the description. All you have to do is click on their links, and it will take you right to their channel, and you can watch them. If you click on the hashtag, you can see everyone that has participated in it and put that hashtag in their title. So, it's what it is it's 12 questions today. They're not doing this every week, but I think Tamara said it was going to be like every 2 weeks or so, somewhere there roundabout, that they're going to be doing a set of questions, you know, for us to participate in. And so I thought I would join in the fun and answer the questions. Some of them I have answered previously that's very similar, that Wishes and Wonders put out. Not exactly, but similar, just 2 or 3, if that many, of the questions kind of similar to the ones that Mia at Wishes and Wonders put out. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started answering the questions while I'm rocking my sweet little girl right here. She's adorable. But question number 1 is first and middle name and nickname. You all already know that. I'm Rebecca. My middle name is Joe, J-O. I'm Rebecca Joe. I was named after some members of the family. I think it was my mom's grandmother on her mother's side that was named Rebecca, if I'm not mistaken. And Joe was her granddaddy's name, but naturally being a man, that was Joey, but she spells mine J-O. I can't remember, but I was named after 2 family members. The only nickname I ever remember having, just really a nickname, was Becky. When I started my YouTube channel, I put it as Becca, because I like Becca. But as far as what my family called me, was just Becky. Now, my grandmother picked at me a lot when I was little, but it wasn't really a nickname. She just picked at me a lot, and I'll tell you, the Monsters, back, the series, you know, the Monsters back when in the 60s. There was a little creature on there called It, or Little It. And he was just a lot of hair, you know, just fur. You couldn't see nothing but just a blob of fur walking around. And I had so much hair when I was little. It was so long and so thick and so much hair that my grandmother pickingly would call me Little It. But, you know, that wasn't all the time. It's just every once in a while when she seen my hair down and all in my face and everywhere, she would call me Little It, but it wasn't really a nickname that people called me. So, all right, number 2, month and day you were born. I was born April the 12th. And I am 62 years old. I don't mind telling you. I'm 62 years old. Number 3, natural hair color. Well, it's kind of gray and brown. At this point in my life, my natural hair color is gray and brown. But in my younger days, it was just brown. I have never, ever, one time dyed my hair. I've always had my natural hair color. Okay, number 4, eye color. My eye color is hazel. 5, how tall are you? The same height I was when I was 11 years old. 4'11". I have wanted to reach 5 foot so bad all my life. And when I would go, had to go to the doctor or whatever and be measured, I would stand up as straight and tall as I could. I never have reached the 5 foot mark. Never. Now, it's a possibility I'm even shorter than 4'11", because, the older you get, you kind of shrink your bones because you bent over and all this, and, you're not as straight and tall and all, So I may even be less than 4'11" now. Number 6. What size shoe do you wear? Well, now that I'm a fat old lady and been on my feet for not 62 years. Almost 62 years, because I imagine they stood me on my feet in their lap when I wasn't very old. But since I've been walking on these feet for all these years, say 60 years, I wear a size 7. Back when I was young and slim and trim, I wore a 6 to 6.5. Okay, let me find the next question. Number 7. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have 2 sisters. My older sister is 5 years older than me. My younger sister is 7 years younger than me. It was almost like we were 3 different families, of batches of siblings, because we wasn't very close together in age, any of us. The strange thing about it is, you've heard me say before that my older sister, we always have picked at her and told her she was born old. Even though she was only 5 years older than me, compared to that I'm 7 years older than my younger sister. But even though we were closer in age, we didn't do things together as much as my younger sister and I did. Even though I was 7 years older than her, I did more with her. I played more with her, because my older sister just didn't do stuff like that. She was like an old lady at home. Sorry, Charlotte, if you watch this. I have very few memories of me doing anything with my older sister. Very few. Very, very few. And they didn't last very long when I did have that interaction with her. Not that she was bad. It was just her makeup, the type of person she was. She wasn't interested in playing, so to speak. She was just there, at 12 years old. When she was 12 years old is when my younger sister was born. And she kind of just took on my younger sister like she was her child instead of her sister. She wanted to. She told Mama she wanted to. and she wanted to take care of the younger sister. And so Mama told her, okay. So, I mean, Mama took care of Sherry too, but, Charlotte, she enjoyed it. She, took care of Sherry, fed her, changed her, bathed her, done whatever. Sherry, once she got up out of the bassinet stage, Sherry slept in the room with my older sister. Charlotte just treated Sherry like she was her child, so she didn't do her playing. I guess was with her younger sister, her baby sister. But as far as me and my older sister, we didn't do as much together as me and my younger sister. So yes, I have two siblings. One's 5 years older than me. I'm 7 years older than the baby girl. So, number 8. Did you have any pets growing up? Yes. From the time I was 7 years old, right after Sherry was born, I believe, I think it was right after Sherry was born, Daddy brought home a little Chihuahua. It wasn't but a year old at that time, or maybe almost a year old at that time, and brought it in, and I had her as my pet pretty much. Well, I say pretty much. I had her as my pet until I got married. Of course, I got married young. I was 16 years old when I got married. But, she slept with me. Well, naturally, Mama did the taking care, like feeding her and making sure she had water and food and stuff like that, because she just did. But, I'm really, until I left home, I'm the one that really did the most with the little Chihuahua. She was a little black Chihuahua, and her name was Tassie. Tassy. Tassie. And I gave her my middle name, Joe. She was Tassie Joe. That was her name. We kept her name what it was when we got her. Okay, so that was 8. Number 9. What's your favorite animal? Dogs. Hands down, dogs. I love dogs. Now, don't get me wrong. I love seeing other animals. I love, I think when I see a cat, like when someone's doing a video and their cat comes up on, I think, oh, it's so cute. And I see pictures of cats and I think, oh, they're just so cute. They're so cute. My husband has a horse. He has goats. I think they are just adorable. I love them at a distance. So, but y'all know I have Macy. At one time, we had 3 dogs in the house. We had Bug. She was I'm not going to try to say it, because I'll probably say it wrong. Oh my, I can't even remember how to pronounce it. It's not the S-I-T one. It's not that. It's Schnauzer. Schnauzer. That's what it was. She was a Schnauzer. She was a miniature Schnauzer. Bug was. Then we got Lucy, which was a little wiener dog. What do you call them? Dash hounds, dachshunds, whatever you call them. Then we had Macy. Now, before Macy, I had another Boston Terrier, Ringo. He's been passed away from old age for a couple of 3 years now. But dogs. All the Lucy and Bug has passed away too. Bug passed from old age, and Lucy got something wrong with her. We had to put her down. Which we had to put Ringo down too, but he was old, and we assume. Actually, I think the vet told us that he had a big tumor, and so we assume it was cancer, and we had to put him down. Okay, I didn't mean for my video to be long, but I guess it's going to be. that was number 9. Number 10. Did you have birthday parties at home or away from home? As far as I can remember, we always had our birthday parties at home. I can't remember ever having one away from home. And it was mostly just the family. Mama would make a cake and buy us presents, and, you know, it was mostly just a little family affair thing. Number 11. Did you collect more than just dolls as a kid? You know, to be honest with you, I don't remember playing with anything but dolls. I really don't. I don't remember playing with anything. I wasn't big in board games. Now I like to go outside. You know, we'd go to the park, or we always had a little kid swing out in the yard. I like to do things like that. Ride my bike, roller skate. But as far as collecting anything and playing with anything other than dolls, I can't remember ever. Now, I did have a few coloring books, you know, but it wasn't like that was my thing that I liked to do all the time. I would color every now and then. I always had a coloring book. I always had books, you know, but as far as, say, collecting them, that was my thing that I did, those were just occasion things I did. But I loved dolls. I loved dolls. Baby dolls, Barbie dolls, paper dolls. I don't know if any of you remember the paper dolls. Paper dolls was I loved getting paper dolls. Loved it. Actually, my aunt, that we all always acted like we were sisters instead of aunt and niece, she would make her own paper dolls from catalogs. She would cut out a person, you know, from a catalog, and maybe even paste it onto a piece of cardboard to make it stiff, and then she would cut out different kind of clothes to lay, you know. She didn't have the little tabs like the bought paper dolls came, but she would have different type clothes to put on them, and me and her would play paper dolls. I loved paper dolls. I loved playing house with my babies. You know, I would have other things like the kitchen utensils and things like that, like I was cooking, but my dolls were always involved. You know, I wouldn't have been doing that if I hadn't had a baby that I was, you know, taking care of. And then once I got older, out of the playing stage, I collected porcelain dolls for a while. Then they got burnt during a hurricane. They were all burnt. And I do have a couple of porcelain dolls that I had before I started collecting the reborns. And then I started collecting the reborns in my older years. 2018, I started collecting reborns. So I guess all my life it's been baby dolls. I don't think there's been anything else other than baby dolls. Or dolls of some sort. Like I said, paper dolls, Barbie dolls. Matter of fact, I have 2 Barbie dolls now. I'm wanting to start collecting them. And I saw someone do this in a video or somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it now. But they got them hanging shoe bags that hangs over your closet, like your closet door, that you can put your shoes in. And that's where they stored their Barbie dolls. And that's what I want to do. Right now, until I can sell these other babies and get Mary paid off, I didn't wait. I couldn't wait till I got them sold, because I didn't know. I really didn't know if they was gonna sell. I went ahead and ordered her and got her. But I really need to sell these other 2 reborns and the Amazon doll. I really need to sell them. Really do. So I can pay her off. Which I can pay her off using the money, that payment plan that the other lady's doing. My dear sweet friend, Jonda. Okay, number 12, and the last question is, did you go on family vacations as a kid? Probably what my mom and dad called a vacation we did. We didn't live around our families, like my mom's mom and my dad's mom and dad. And now my mom's dad passed away when Mama was 7 months pregnant with me, so I never met him. But we never lived. We always lived 3.5 hours away from them. We lived in Louisiana. They lived in Mississippi, 3.5 hours away from each other. So if we went anywhere, we'd pack up. And I can remember as a kid, I thought it was awesome. I was up before the sun came up, and I just thought, because I've never seen the sunrise before. I never got up unless we was going, to my grandparents. That's the only time I ever got up before daylight, And I just would think that was just so awesome that we was up and it was still dark. But we'd get up about 5 o'clock and get ready and head out for our trip. And it was usually just a weekend. Sometimes it might be, if there was a holiday like Christmas holidays or whatever, we would stay a little longer. But it was mostly just 2 or 3 days that we could stay. We'd pack up and go to one of my grandparents. Well, we never, that I ever recall, went on, like people goes on vacation now where they go and do, recreational stuff like, well, say Gatlinburg, Tennessee and stuff like that. We never did things like that. Now, Mom and Dad always, up until a certain point, I guess up until we moved from Louisiana, every summer they would take us one time a summer to the city zoo to see all the animals, and they would take us one time. So we went to 2 different places each summer, but they take us one time to the city park in New Orleans. And the city park was, it had little rides that kids could ride, like the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round and the little cup and saucer, little things for kids. And we would go there to that once a summer to the city park and once a summer to the city zoo. And that's the only thing I remember as, we never just went off and said, hey, we're going on a vacation and went somewhere we've never been or anything. It was always to see our families when we went somewhere. So, that's the 12 questions. I will have them listed in the description along with the links to the channels, the 3 channels that has created this little collab that they're in. We'd love to hear your answers to the question. It's just a little something, to get to know each other a little bit more. A little something to do, I guess, a little different. I didn't change the doll on the video, but I had already done 2 videos, changing 2 different dolls. So I just thought I would just rock my baby girl. Yeah, I thought I'd just rock my baby girl. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. I don't know when I'm going to get to where I want to change her. I may just keep her all the time and just add another one along with her, a different one each day along with her. Oh, I've wanted this girl for quite a while. And I just love her. I love the way she feels. I love the way she feels like a real baby. She's not real, her padding, her stuffing is not like you can just squeeze her. She feels more like she's structured, like she has, bone in there. It's just, her artist just really stuffed her tight. And it's not an uncomfortable or a bad type. it just makes her feel more like it's a real body that you can't just squeeze together. You know, like the Paradise Galleries dolls, you can just squeeze them almost flat, you know, which is not bad. I enjoy holding them, but it just makes her feel more like a real baby. She just feels more like a, see, her's got a big booty. Her's got a big booty poking out there. She just lays on me like she's a real baby. And she may end up being my main baby and me just add another with her. I don't know. I hope her hair is glued good inside her head. I hope it's glued good, that it won't come out easy. Because I imagine she's going to get a lot of interaction. Alright guys, I didn't mean to have such a long video, but, you know, nobody says you have to watch it all at one time. You can just watch it as you get to it. And watch it in segments. Just 5-minute segments if you need to. One question at a time if you need to. But anyway, I'm going to go and, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll be back tomorrow for Rocking with Becca. Probably rocking my baby, Mary. Probably. Alright, guys. I love y'all. Thank you for putting up with me and all of my rattling and all my long videos. Thank y'all so much. And I will talk with you all later. Bye.